Thing about blue is whatever it is, whether it's nice or not nice, the color blue always fits everyone, so it doesn't matter. The thing is, today is the deadline of transfer news. As you know, even though I will still go into the Amamana Samna Okano, because there are a lot of issues here I will raise here, and I will actually come into that.
Okay.
But transfer news today is deadline, and a lot of excitement over there. Fans are really excited to see who is moving here and who is moving there. Yesterday, Chelsea completed a deal with Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, yeah.
Cole Palmer, you know, he's a fantastic young boy from Manchester City under Pep Guardiola. And we all saw this guy is a baller because he can play behind a striker, he can play as a winger, and he scores goals like water. Like you are drinking water, Gapoha. When we are talking about real transfer, Chelsea is actually doing real transfer this season. Not like Manchester United coming in for play like coming in for a player like Mount, and you think he will change your team for language.
What was Sudan for
this blue, as I said, look, wear your red and let's compare. And
this is
let's go
United
out and look.
No, this is my United jersey. Just look at it. This is professional.
You see,
look at Juventus. You know the Jeep is there. You look at Arsenal, Fly Emirates.
You see,
look at United. The team viewer is there.
If you watch very well, if you watch very well, if you listen very well, it still doesn't matter. It still doesn't matter. The most important thing is having the dream to achieve what you want to achieve. That's what Chelsea is all about this season. And I'm telling you that the transfer we have come into, you will see this season there will be changes. It's not going to be like Graham Potter Chelsea last season. And I'm assuring
you. Where is that man?
So Palmer actually completed his deal, as we just mentioned. Also, Ansu Fati moving to Brighton as a loan deal. He will still go back to Barcelona. But if he performs very well, I think Brighton will break bank to actually sign Ansu Fati. Let's see what is going to happen in the next few days. But hey, Chelsea also linked with a Brazilian youngster.
Yeah.
Just is going to happen, or I don't know whether, but surely it will happen. The deadline transfer. He's very fantastic, a young midfielder. And this player is called Gabriel Moscardo.
Wow.
That's his name. No. This is a new Brazil from Corinthians. He thought maybe United is running away from Cucurella, but his performance against Wimbledon in the midweek Carabao Cup actually made Chelsea believe that he is still someone who will actually perform very well. Remember, we have about 3 players in that position. There were 4. We allow 1 player to go, and Marcin is the deputy captain himself. Benchewa is also in that position. Now Chelsea is looking forward to use Cucurella because that performance, I think if I'm going to rate his performance, this is the second time he performed very well, aside from the Champions League against Munich in Chelsea in Stamford Bridge. I think that's why Chelsea have second thought about this transfer window and about him, and negotiations is still going. And Tuchel wants to take every player from Chelsea. I just don't understand. He was actually linked with Declan Rice. It didn't work out. He came in, he wanted to take in Trevor Chalobah, even though he's injured, but Bayern is actually interested in loaning the player. But hey, Chelsea wants a permanent deal for the player, so that negotiation is still going on. Maybe this deadline transfer window could actually, the deal will source or not. But right now, I think they are also interested in Conor Gallagher, but they haven't made an official bid or official conversation with Chelsea for Conor Gallagher.
He has been invited to the national team.
Yes, he has been invited to the national team. I will actually talk about that as well because it's part of your I'm a some so so let's see how this is going to be. But aside from Munich actually looking for Conor Gallagher, Tottenham are ready to pay 55 million for Conor Gallagher, but Chelsea are saying that they will only open to conversation if they offer 50 million. But Tottenham haven't made physical contact with Chelsea, so we are still waiting on her. So Conor Gallagher is someone who might be leaving Chelsea. It might, because Tottenham haven't made that official bid yet. Let's see how this deal will actually go. Gapoha. Before I move, I will actually dive into the information you just give us about
the Champions League draw.
Champions League draw. Champions League at this moment. For me, I don't talk about group stages.
Hamburg is happy to receive Barcelona.
So Hamburg will be playing. They will use Hamburg Sports Stadium as their home ground in the Champions League this year. But group stages, we all know, it's not all about the experience you have. It's not all about the composure you have in the Champions League, but it's all about the form you have in the beginning of the season. So these group stages, I'm not going to actually talk much about it. I want us to go into the knockout stages. That's where the experience
But I didn't see Chelsea in the group.
Yeah, of course, you know. Porter Chelsea last season, you don't expect us to qualify to Champions League. But wait. Pochettino is showing us some prospect this season. As I said,
what kind of prospects? Please.
How many games we play? We've been able to win 2 out of 4 and drew 1. That's an achievement. Today, if we win, or tomorrow, if we win against Nketiah, it's a lesson for Ghanaians. Because one thing for sure, he's not going to the national team, or the national team didn't call him. He's just not going because he wants to go for the. You remember the World Cup? Ghana was ready to actually invite the player to play. A lot of Ghanaians came out because I don't actually know what we want. You see,
anyway, you are ready now.
The World Cup, Ghana qualified. People say, oh, he didn't play the qualification, and they are just calling those players to come because they are playing in Premier League, because they are England international, or because they know. No, they know what they are about. They know what they want. Because of that, he didn't actually come for the World Cup. And currently, England have called him. What do you expect him to do?
Just to accept the offer?
Of course. Look at the coach.
2 matches and then that will be the end of you.
But what is the probability to say Obebo just 2 matches?
I'm telling you.
No, it's not. No.
But
we have seen it. We have seen it and seen it.
Ghana have done worse than that. Ghana have done worse than that. That's one thing you should understand. Look at our current coach. What is happening between him and most of the board members of the Black Star?
I don't know, unless you tell me.
Yes, then last 2 weeks ago, we're talking about most of the board members actually talking about allowing this coach to go because what they brought him for has not been able to accomplish.
Which coach are you talking about?
I'm talking about Ghana current coach, Chris Hughton.
What has he done?
Randy Abe and co. If you listen to we talked about
it's because they are playing politics among themselves.
Exactly.
And
so
because that one is not belonging to their agency.
And I want you to understand that because of the politics that Nketiah will not be coming to Ghana. Because our politics is we play politics with football, which is wrong. It's wrong. These are some of the things we need to look. We had a lot of players who were coming outside Ghana, and the way we treated them. Go and look at their history. Today we're talking about Prince Boateng because German rejected him. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the reason why he came to Ghana. He came to Ghana because he was having disputes or he was having problems with the then German captain.
24 seconds.
Let me just move away from Nketiah and actually Cafu. You talk about Cafu.
I
support what Cafu says. Gary Neville, I don't actually know.
Why?
I don't actually know what England or the media in England.
He's an ex-player. He can say whatever he wants to say. He's
you can say whatever.
Cafu is not right.
And most of the things Gary Neville is actually saying, most of that, I don't actually agree with him totally. Some of the things he predicts, yes, it comes true. I know you will support him in any doubt because he's former United player.
Not because he's former Manchester United player.
So what?
He's talking about his mind, and what he's saying is the fact.
Everyone has opinion.
Everyone has opinion.
Yes, so allow me to actually express my opinion.
Opinion are like gnosis. You understand? So Cafu don't have the right to tell Gary Neville that.
You just said opinions.
Yes, opinions, but someone is saying.
So he has the right to actually.
You don't have to take what he's saying. You don't have to take his personality. He was talking about his personality that when
do you know the number of players Gary Neville attacked their personality? You just mentioned them here. Cristiano Ronaldo and also Messi.
Because if you have any problem of what Gary Neville said, just talk about it. But you don't attack his personality that when he was playing his playing time, he couldn't win even one Chakra when we need one to that. How can you say this?
Issahaku Abdul Fataw, yes, to Leicester City. I actually like the move though, but Leicester City in Championship is going to be very, very difficult. Even though we had a couple of players that we've been calling from Champions League who actually does better than those even playing in our Premier League. So this move is actually good for Ghana. Maybe in Leicester, his name will come out. A lot of teams will see him than where he was before. And I think it's actually very, very, very good move for Issahaku. Our darling boy, Kudus.
Yeah.
Kudus, for me, I've been saying it. This guy is a potential. You know, a lot of teams were actually looking for his signature, including Brighton, Chelsea, and also Arsenal. All of them were actually called in to know the situation of his contract. But in the end, I was expecting him to go to Brighton. But Brighton, with the way they deal with Caicedo's situation, Kudus actually sit down because Brighton, they agree personal terms or they agree terms with Ajax. But they couldn't agree personal terms with Kudus because of the way they treated Caicedo. And it's a lesson to every club.
Of course.
If you have players, you need to treat them as expected. And now Brighton have actually lost out a talented young midfielder who is a creative, who can score, who has ability to drive ball forward. And now you will see what Kudus will do in West Ham United. My only worry is that West Ham United, Paqueta needed to move to give away for Kudus, and now if he hasn't moved, and I'm not sure that they will be able to source right now. But it's a competition for Kudus right now, and I'm worried about his playing time. But if it is about delivering, I know Kudus will actually do something in the Premier League, and let's hope for the best.
When you join us on Facebook, you see Mohammed Kudus with West Ham United JC, and then people are just compare his celebration with West Ham logo. You understand?
Yeah.
When he score, he has like this, and then.
I even saw some picture from most of his fans from Ghana.
Everybody is making that,
doing that kind of and also you look at there was a video like as Ghanaians are very, very excited.
Happy, yeah.
The same as West Ham United fans are very, very excited for getting such a young star and such a player. You know, one thing about Ghanaian players is if you get the name or if you do your due diligence to yourself and also work very hard, you'll be seen in the world all over, because Ghana has been performing very, very well when it comes to Ghana. It's just recently our behavior towards our national team is not actually good, and that's why we are actually struggling these days. And for me, thank God, let's see what is going to happen. And Chelsea all the way this season, and I expect us to actually win or qualify to Champions League next season. And Pochettino have been saying it. This time, it's not about the then Chelsea.
He said he want to win every trophy this season.
He didn't say that. Don't misquote.
That is what he said.
He didn't say that.
But he said what?
Pochettino said, don't expect the old Chelsea currently, because you could see the drive to
and
fight. You could see the unity.
He's ready to win every trophy this season.
No, he said the team is ready to perform to any level. He didn't say anything. Kweku and his men, they have done very well. You see, one thing for me, we've been saying it, when you say something and at the end of the day you see changes, you need to appreciate what they are doing.
Of course.
It's not easy to be a leader, and it's not easy to be leading a body like...
especially in Ghana.
In Ghana, yeah. You could remember last time we were talking about the league winners, the amount they take, which was quite about $26,000.
Yeah.
And currently, if they are raising it to 500,000 Ghana cedi, which is equivalent to almost $44,000, which means that they try to even double it.
Of course.
So I think with this, we need to appreciate what they are doing. They have done very, very well.
Of course.
And it should be an inspiration to the teams, because right now, if you are at the end of the day, if a league leader is taking something like 5
billion old currency,
that's 5 billion old currency, and that's 500,000 Ghana cedi. At least you shouldn't be paying players or winning bonuses like 20 Ghana cedi.
Of course.
So it's
20 cedis. I don't think any club pays 20 cedis. In the Ghana Premier League, no.
Winning bonus?
No.
Winning bonus.
20 cedis.
Winning bonus. 20 cedis.
Do you know 20 cedis?
You remember?
Are you talking about 200 cedis?
I'm talking about 20 cedis.
20 Ghana cedis.
20 Ghana cedis. You want me to mention an example?
20 cedis is a little over €1.
Oh, the second team in Tamale, what's the name of that?
Tamale City.
Tamale City.
20 cedis.
Against House of Folk. They won against House of Folk last season.
They
Go and check the winning bonus.
No, it wasn't 26. No. Baku, stop that. It's not 20
No,
cedis.
it was 40 cedi. But what's the difference?
Wow.
It was 40 cedi.
Baku,
your time is due, then.
No, serious. It was 40 cedi.
40 Ghana cedis.
Yes, it was 40 Ghana cedi. Check it. So I think the FA have done very well.
Of course, we need to applaud them.
Yes, we need to applaud them for what they have actually done, or they did this. Kotoko, 88
years. Krobia Kumanza Santi Kotoko.
88 years.
Players are looking for accommodation. They are older than Ghana as a country.
I said 88 years. Players don't have accommodation. 88 years. Which trophy to show off? Which international trophy?
No, they have won African Cup.
How many?
Even if it is one they have won.
They've won this twice.
When?
Yeah.
Oh, that was in 83.
That was 83.
83. That maybe I wasn't even born.
Oh.
Yes.
But Real Madrid also won trophies in the 50s.
But Real Madrid, if you are talking about recently,
they are recently taking it.
Yes, but
I'm saying that like Ghana, our teams and our league, it's currently that the league is trying to survive and trying to revive. But the teams since those days it's been deteriorating.
Yeah.
When was the last time you see Ghana team participate in CAF Championship or Champions League, and they've been able to maybe get a 4th position? So
Mediama have just started on.
But I said when 4th place, when. Just 4th place. Group stage itself is you don't even feel like comfortable to mention it. Let's just take it 4th place. For me, the clubs needs to be up and doing, and the FA is doing everything to allow the club to function. But it look as if everything that the clubs are supposed to do, they are blaming it or they are taking it on the FA. But it's not supposed to be so. FA have their part to play. The clubs have their part to play. If you don't pay players very well to motivate them to do what you want, you are not going to succeed. Everything is investment. Last we were talking about the investment they are making currently. Yes, the investor will not come in if he knows very well that his dividends will not be profitable.